of the bay. Alright, well, I was wondering why I didn't see any firework tents in Redwood City. They've banned fireworks outright. Maybe because the Mexicans, which largely inhabit the area, have abused the policy. Because how many cities actually have signs like that? This is like the first I've seen. This area is really good for parking. A lot of garbage, people off the side of the road, across the street from the trailer park. Really good, but the proximity to a library now, that's what I'm not sure about. Alright, these guys got a ticket not too long ago, 6/17, a couple of weeks ago, because you know, I don't know. I only got one ticket, and then and then this guy got one as well, probably in the same day. Crackdown or something. It's hard to read. So that RV got one on the 1st of July. So they're cracking down pretty hard on the parkers. So maybe there's a time limit, like 24 hours. They have set up a lot of trailer parks on this road. Seems kind of interesting to me how humans used to, many thousands of years ago, have real monsters to be afraid of. Okay, but as time went along and we started actually making them extinct, we got to the point now where we're having to make up monsters to be afraid of. Alright, there's this guy who appears to be living out right here, underneath this electrical thing. We got Port of Redwood City, Pacific Shores Center to the left, and something, Pacific Shores and a harbor to the straight ahead. Okay, I want to go straight ahead. And it looks like they're shooting fireworks out here. They put some effort into making this big old sign. This is public access on certain days. Private property here. The private property claims are pretty generic. Nobody's actually making a claim on whose private property. But I think it's an attempt to keep people on the sidewalk. There appear to be a lot of people who come out here. Just not at this hour. I can't say not today because they might be shooting off fireworks. But you'd think they'd have that marked by now. It's quite a building complex right on the bay. Whoa. I like this little under passage. There's quite a few cars here, so people are being served. Alright, so I just went through public parking, but I didn't go by the entrance. I couldn't see what the time limit would be. Members and guests only are allowed on the dock. Okay. Well, I'm kind of a guest. Maybe they leave them unlocked. Members and guests, West Point Harbor Club. I don't know. Redwood City Police has their own boat. It's 10:22. There is a bit of a wind, but it's not enough to send that turbine going crazy. And it is a very cool wind. Alright. It's like the sun is beating down pretty hard. But that cool wind is keeping everything in check. Alright, this thing is just kind of sitting at the end of this trail. And I think it's used for tying down very large ships. Alright, so Garbage Hill is across the bay over there, and I really don't know anywhere else. What the heck? Alright, there's a lot of trespassing signs forbidden by law, but Cargill Salt is making the claim. I don't see any equipment out here, but I question, are they harvesting salt? Is this a salt harvesting area? Because Cargill Salt would be the ones to do it. But I don't see any machines for salt harvesting, nothing that stands out. You know what's strange to me about these buildings is, okay, here's a couple of signs, but on Google Maps, they got dots all around this area marking businesses, but they don't put up any signs. They're not in customer service, I guess. Alright, so they give you 2 extra hours in winter time for public access. This spot really gives me the impression of being a salt factory. What are they doing? Just piling up mountains of salt? It's white. Oh yeah, it's a little shiny. I see crystallines on the very edge here. They must have something. That'd be interesting to learn. Yeah, they made a trail on the salt. Or it's layers of salt. I think they have a way to pump the water out of these sections. Because if you look at a map, there's sections. They might have a pump. And then they bring more water in when they're done harvesting. At first I thought these little mounds were foam. But they're actually looking more like they're salt, and they form in weird ways too. Like it looks like almost like it's foam, but yeah, there's a line of salt and all over. So imagine being able to swim out in this. I'm guessing that you would float really easily. I'd be so curious to see how deep it is. It can't be that deep because the salt is definitely poking on above the water.